try to find us a royalty-free loop. I'm sorry, y'all. If my tint is a little off, it's because my red light is on the back. I didn't really mean to have it on. I like the look. Made me look a little red bone. Let me get into this shit before I talk too long. Just a city boy, I'm born and raised in the South. Not South Detroit. I really ain't too far from there right now while I'm talking shit. But I'm sorry. It's the ADHD, y'all. Okay. Anyway. Hey, what's up, y'all? I appreciate y'all coming back. Y'all already know what to do. And y'all ain't even got to do it when y'all first come to the video, because y'all might not like the fuck I gotta put out. But make sure you show your boys some love. To either like, comment, share, subscribe, or you can do all the above. Make sure you turn on that alarm system. That's that notification bell so you can know what's going on, you feel me? How are y'all? I hope everybody doing great. Grand rising, grand blessings, grand prosperity, grand everything. You feel me? Because we keeping the style wild around here. You feel me? Nah, but I'm about to get this how you can use Autotune or how to use Autotune video for y'all. And we gotta do it a little ghetto because I'm not able to do all three at once, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna have to edit, line the video up, make sure things work, but I hope it serve y'all some purpose. Not only help y'all, but I hope it's visually pleasing too. What we're gonna do here is hop into these damn settings. Alright, we got Autotune Access pulled up, y'all. And I'm gonna just do a quick little tutorial. This for the beginner, this for the person who don't want to think too much about what they missing out on because it ain't too much. It's just clean and cut. And I'm gonna do more Autotune videos so I could just focus and go deep per Autotune program. That way y'all can get your time and money's worth. Anywho, we in A minor. We got the retune speed is slow, which would be the highest on the other program, but we'll touch on that later. The main thing I want to explain to y'all is here. Retune speed, by their definition, set the intensity to control how quickly input audio is moved to the target pitches. It helps you goddamn control the pitch and how much it works. So if it's faster, it's gonna be more robotic. If it's not, it's gonna be less robotic. More T-Pain, less T-Pain, if that helps anybody. More little baby. All right, anyways. Y'all hear it? You hear it now? Yes. Okay. For me personally, I'm gonna go through all of these settings for y'all so y'all can hear the differences. And I'm gonna tell y'all which one I feel like is the best. This humanized speed, it says a definition. Add realism to sustained notes at fast retune speeds. So this might not necessarily work too good for your in-between notes, but it does affect it from what I've heard and what I've used. So, but you notice it more on the notes that you hold out. And I feel like it give you more of a natural tone. Yes, it might not retune as fast per se, but it doesn't just kill the retune as if you knocked it back down a slower medium. It's more so of it brings out more of your tonal and your characteristic of your voice, rather it sounding robotic in my, observation. So now y'all can hear me. So y'all can hear more of me naturally. It don't sound as robotic. You still hear that fast retune speed, but it's more separation. It's not just all robot. This is the best for people who want that fast auto tune, but they still want to be somewhat clear. And, they probably have a hard time pronouncing certain words like me, or have that stuffy, whatever, nasally voice. Some days it's better than none, but most days I do sound like this. Anywho, this is that. Now, if I sing, hey, and I hold that, No matter how high I go, it's still gonna hit the same note. And that's good for motherfucking harmonies if you need to stay on the same note and you don't know how, or you know, you probably want to go up and down the scale and see what tone of that note you want to use. I guess it could be good for that too. With these highlighted notes down here, those is the notes of the scale that's up here. So you know what notes you're hitting. If for some reason you wanted to just sing certain notes and you didn't want these in between notes because you felt like they was too hard for you to hit, then you could click off of them. Now it's not going to necessarily force you down to D, but you know, it's just going to make sure you don't hit these notes. So as an example, you see how it forced me down to D flat, but it didn't force me down to D. So that might not necessarily be the best in all cases, but it could work. I'm gonna show you this on medium with the humanized max. You know, there's so many different variations you can do. So I want to really just focus on the extremes. I just wanted to show you that just so you can see if you could hear a difference. But it's not too much of a difference between slow and medium. That's why I don't use it like that. I mean, I use medium, don't get me wrong, but like, it's either fast or slow. Like that medium is good if that's when you want it, but you're not gonna hear that much of a difference versus if you in Autotune Pro, you could fine tune it more. So that's all I'm really trying to say. That slow is basically barely on, just existing. If you turn humanize off and you got it slow, it's still a sound natural. But I think this is the best combo for natural in general. This combo right here. That's because this is slow, so it's not retuning too many of your notes. And then humanize is catching your tone. Now, if you wanted to go even more natural, I say C chromatic because it got all the notes in the scale. And you can't hit a wrong note in a sense. Now, for most songs, you could keep it on this scale and put it on every song because it's hitting every note. But it's not ideal all the time. You gotta know what you're doing for real. But like if you're a natural singer and you know what key you're singing in, you're not ever too sharp or flat unless you intend to be, then that's good for that too. And then if you are, for some reason, you can still move that retune speed up to medium, and that'll be a good slow but fast pace to where you're not too robotic. And it'll still retune your speed, retune your notes for you fast, or put them back in that proper key. But we're gonna go back to A minor. For the most part, that's what I had of y'all. And I mean, I'm gonna just hit in these sections right quick to show y'all for real, like how simple this shit is, or how stripped down it is. Enable auto key detection. This for like if you got that auto key app through Interis, you can select that key from that auto detection, send it to all the auto tunes, and it just send it there automatically. So you ain't gotta go and click and find it. This choosy tracking right here is really to hone in on really vocals for the most part. It really do a good job on doing that. But on Pro, you could kind of fine tune that too. But it's like, I find it work better not on vocals as far as trying to eliminate or isolate the sound. Like, for instance, if a car ride by, it might still auto-tune that car noise. And you want to click this and turn it off. I don't know why that was so hard to explain, but I had so many ideas in my mind. But that's pretty much wraps that up. Sorry if I made this video any longer than what I was supposed to. You know, I love to talk. Sometimes I like to hear myself talk. I just don't know how y'all hear me. That's what I be worried about. We're gonna hit y'all with a song after this. You know what I'm saying? I would normally want to have y'all vote, but we gotta put this out really fast, really soon for y'all. So if I'm in the mood, I might drop 2 versions. I might drop a slow song or a singing song. Mind you, not I can't sing. Let's make that clear. I just do it to get the idea out, and I feel like I can create a vibe, and I know how to use Autotune, so that's why I do it. Other than that, if it wasn't for me songwriting and me feeling like I had to do this way, or felt like the idea was dope, it'd probably just be rapping. But I love singing. I have fun doing it. You feel me? So that's what the fuck I do. But one of these days, I'm gonna take vocal classes. But yeah, I might do a rap song, I might do a singing song, I might do both. But y'all gonna get some content, and we're gonna use the key of A and the scale of minor, so A minor. We really need to say key of A minor. We don't really separate it. But anywho, let's get that rocking. I appreciate y'all. I hope I was helpful. If y'all want more videos like this, more raw content where I'm not just chopping up everything, or y'all don't see me being silly, or I know it's educational, but we here to have fun too. You feel me? I'm gonna stop saying that so much too. No, see, I need help. Anyways, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all once again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for once again giving me your time and your energy. And I hope my content serves its purpose for y'all, so that y'all can get what y'all giving me back. You feel me? I just said I was gonna stop saying that. Let me go. Get in tune. Stay in tune. God got us all. Peace.